Alright guys, so today's lesson is going to be on logarithms. So logarithms is another way of explaining an exponent, but let's do a quick review. So if we have 3 to the power 3, the same thing as 3 times 3, which is 27. So we can look at that and we see that 3 to the power 3 is 27. Now we look at this. This is we call this the exponential form. And that's mostly because we have right here 3. That right there is our base. Our 3 up here, that's our exponent. And then 27 is just some value that comes out to be. And then this is our exponential form. Now, logarithmic form. Now, actually first, a logarithm. Oh, yeah, a logarithm is like, I guess in simple terms, it's just another word for an exponent. Now, if we want to put this into logarithmic form, we do log of some base of some value equals to the exponent. And so what we kind of do is we kind of just look at the base, the value, and the exponent, and we kind of plug it in to the appropriate spots, right, into the base, value, and exponent. So for this problem, let's look at this. It's going to be log of the base is 3, of the value, my value here is 27, and then the exponent is also 3. So this is our answer to put it into logarithmic form. And the way we say it is we say log base 3 of 27 is 3. You can kind of think of it. The question would be, I guess the way that we always think of it is like, um, what exponent, what exponent of base, well, let's see, what exponent of 3 makes 27? And that's the kind of thing that we gotta look for when you're doing logarithm. Is you think about what exponent of 3 makes 27, and we're like, okay, 3 to the power of 3 makes 27. And so that's kind of how we do it. Let me make a little bit more space so you guys have, so you can do another question. Okay, so that is the first example. Now let's do the next example. Example number 2. I'll take the next example 1, but so example number 2 is 4 to the negative 3 equals 2. Remember, negative 3 is kind of like you put it into a fraction. It's 1 over 4 by 4 by 4, which is 1 over 64. But if we simplify that down, we look at that as 4 to the negative 3 equals to 1 over 64. And so again, we look at this closely and we identify all the things we need. And we see that's our basis for this whole thing right here. That's our value. And then that negative 3, that's our exponent. Okay, so now we want to put it into logarithmic form. And so we do log, and then we look from above again. Log of some base. In this case, our base is going to be 4. Our value is going to be 1 over 64. And we think, what exponent of 4 goes to 1 over 64? In this case, it's going to be negative 3. So this is our answer. Log base 4 of 1 over 64 equals to negative 3. And that's our example. All right, now, the next thing we want to do is we want to be able to, we kind of want to be able to change we want to start with logarithmic form and go to exponential. So we want to go from log to exponential form. Okay. So let's do example number 3. So again, we put log of some base of 5 of a value of 25. Now, before I even answer this question, we think about the question again. The question is 5 to what power? 5 to what power makes 25? And this is a pretty easy one. And we think about it, okay, 5 to the 0 makes 1, 5, 1 equals 5, and obviously we know this, right? 5 squared makes 25. So the exponent that we need to put right there is the exponent of 2. So log base 5 of 25 is simply 2. But we want to put it into exponential form. So again, we look at this, we identify that 5 is our base, 25 right there, that's our value, and then 2 is our exponent. Okay, and then, well, I kind of already did it over here, but let's do it over here for clarity. And so it's going to look like 5 to some exponent 2 equals to 25. And then that is our exponential form. And then let's do one more example. Too much. All right, let's go here. Let's do another example over here. So example number 4. So we look at this. Log base 2 of 1 over 8. And I'll give you this one already, guys. It's already negative 3. But the main thing I want to look for what you guys do for this homework problem is I want you guys to just change it to be some base to an exponent equals to some value. So it's 2 to the negative 3 equals 1 over 8. And that's my answer for that one. And then, so this is logarithmic to exponential form. Is we're kind of switching between these two forms, and that's the main thing. Now, the last example I do have for you guys is what if I didn't actually give you the value? So if I give you guys log base 3 of 27 equals to x, and we don't really know what's going on. Some of you guys can probably think of this in your head already, but first step is let's just put it into exponential form just for fun. So that's our one more base. This is our value, and that is our exponent. We don't actually know what exponent is. Well, I mean, we kind of figured it out. So 3 to some exponent x equals to 27. And we're thinking about, okay, how can I figure this out? We can make a table. So put an exponential form, and I would honestly just make a table. And I go 3 to the 0, start with 0, 3 to the 0 is 1, 3 to the 1 is 3, 3 to the 2 is 9, and 3 to the 3, that's 27. Awesome. And so I already know that this exponent x should be 3, so x has to be 3. Yep. And then what if I gave you guys log, let me see if I can make this a little nicer for you guys. Now what if I gave you guys log base 3 of 1 over 27? And we're like, okay, 3 to what exponent equals 1 over 27? Well, if it's a fraction, that means that there's a negative sign here. There's a negative sign going on here. So it's 3 to the negative 3 equals to 1/27. So x has to be negative 3. All right, and that should be about it for now. You guys' homework should be posted. It looks like this. Email me if you guys have any questions, and that should be about it. Cool. Thank you guys.